It was like painting the same sort of thing over and over again. So the change, which wasn't easy to do, did bring me to abstraction, and the abstraction enabled me to actually paint much more directly, emotionally, and to use colours and forms for very different purposes, and that I think has put me into a very different place mentally when I work. And it's the same. It's the same with the music. That I'm not concerned with writing tunes and musical objects in the normal sense of how you would think about creating those things. I'm more interested in the surface of the sound and how one feels about that. So in many ways, I compose music in a similar way to the way that I paint, and I think of sound in coloristic terms. So I throw sounds around in the same way as I throw paint around. The best way to describe it is that it is a process of assimilation, which means that I have a certain feeling, I don't know what that is, it could be varied, let's say a certain kind of energy, and I start playing with paint, and I make lots and lots of layers of different kinds of paintings, and then I scrape away and I use different processes, basically trying to create an environment that will yield me something that I want to see, and I have to discover that, and I don't know what it is when I start, so I play around and I play around and I experiment, and at some point something will happen and I think, oh, that's good, I like that. And then once I've got that, I will focus in on it and then try and make the rest of the picture become that thing that I've found. So it is a kind of a journey of discovery. I don't know where I'm going when I start. In some ways it's a little bit like found object. You walk along a beach and you find something lovely. And the difference is that I'm trying to make that lovely thing by using paint in such a way that at some point it will come out, it will reveal itself. I don't tend to plan anything out at all. With a piece of music, like a painting, you have something that's this big, you're writing a piece of music that's that long. It's for certain kinds of instruments, so there are certain things you do know about it. But the music itself is something that occurs as, for me anyway, as I'm going along a particular process, and I have my material, and I will combine that material very much in layers, because I think in musical terms in layers. So I can create lots and lots of layers, and then I'll start cutting away different bits of the sound to see what lies underneath, and try and create lots of different complex relationships. So again, it's like a surface of a painting where there are many layers, and cut through to reveal the things that are at the bottom, or the things that are halfway down. And in the music I do exactly the same, and I work it to try and get the sorts of shapes that I'm interested in, the kinds of sounds I'm interested in. But exactly the same as the painting, when I start off, I don't know what it's going to be. But somewhere along the road of that process, what it wants to be is revealed. And once I know what it wants to be, then I work to try and bring out as much potential from the music as I can.